The Life and Times of the Ant, written and illustrated by Charles McCushey. Masters of the Earth. Ants are one of the world's most important insects. They plow more soil than beetles, eat more bugs than praying mantises, and outnumber many insects by 7 million to 1. Tunneling out of jungles and forests and into backyards on every continent except Antarctica, ants ramble on as if they own the earth. Perhaps they do. Ounce for ounce, an ant is one of the strongest animals on earth. An ant can lift a seed 5 times its weight, while an elephant can lift a log only 1/5 of its weight. Each year, the world's ants dig up more than 16 billion tons of dirt, enough to fill 3 billion dump trucks. Ants are frequently compared with people because they live in social communities and work together to solve their problems. Great dynasties on Earth. Ants have been digging through dirt for more than 100 million years. Their dynasty stretches from the time of dinosaurs to today. Friends in low places. There are more than 1 million kinds of insects. Most of them are solitary insects. Their survival depends on only one being, themselves. An ant is different. It is a social insect. It cannot survive by itself for long periods of time. Ants need other ants to help build a nest, gather food, and protect themselves from enemies. This need for other ants is not a weakness, but a strength that enables the ant to overcome its small size. When an ant is threatened by a larger insect, it emits a scent called an alarm pheromone. Other ants smell the odor and rush to help. Ant talk. Successful teamwork requires effective communication. Ants express themselves by using 4 senses. Smell. Ants emit pheromones that other ants smell through their antennae. These scents warn of danger, say hello to friends, and inspire fellow ants to work harder. Touch. Ants tap one another with their antennae to announce the discovery of food and to ask for food. Sound. When some ants are trapped in a cave-in, they rub the joint between their waist and abdomen to produce a squeaky sound that other ants hear through their legs. Taste. Ants exchange food with other ants mouth to mouth. These ant kisses are a way to share nutrition and chemicals that say, "We're family." Because it is dark underground, most ants do not rely on sight for communication. In fact, many ants can see only a couple of inches, and some army ants are blind. The ant family. Ants live in social groups called colonies. A small colony may contain only 12 ants, while a large colony overflows with more than 7 million ants. Each colony has 3 types of ants: workers, male ants, and the queen ant. Most of the colony's ants are workers. They are all female, but they do not lay eggs. Although they are the smallest ants, they do all of the chores: clean the nest, gather food, and defend the colony. When you see an ant dragging a crumb of food, you are looking at a worker. Male ants. All males have wings and can be seen for only a few weeks in the summer. They mate with the queen, but do no work in the colony. Queen ants. The queen ant lays eggs and is the mother of all the ants. Young queens have wings, but old queens do not. All queens have large abdomens to produce eggs. Some queens lay millions of eggs per year. How an ant colony starts. After a hot summer rain, a young queen takes off on her mating flight. The queen flies into a cloud of male ants and mates in the air. Afterward, all the males die, and the queen returns to the earth. She breaks off her wings by rubbing them on the ground. Then she digs a hole in the soft, moist earth and starts laying eggs. She will never leave the nest again. During the next 3 months, the eggs develop through 4 stages: egg, larva, pupa, and adult ant. After they have hatched, the first workers assume the duties of the colony. They search for food and protect the queen. As the queen lays more eggs, the workers enlarge the nest. Inside an ant hill. Most ants build their homes underground. Ants dig by scooping dirt with their mandibles, jaws. As they chew the dirt, it mixes with their saliva to form little bricks. Then they pack the little bricks together to reinforce the tunnels. Finally, the ants carry the excess dirt outside with their mandibles, and it gradually forms an anthill. Beneath the anthill lies the ant nest. Small nests have only one chamber just inches below the surface, while large nests may have thousands of chambers and may be as deep as 20 feet. All nests provide shelter from the weather and a safe environment for the queen ant to lay eggs. An anthill absorbs the sun's rays and transfers the heat down into the nest. An anthill can be 10 degrees warmer than the surrounding area. Ants often nest beneath a rock or log, which protects the nest and traps moisture in the dirt. Ants require moisture so their bodies do not dry out. Ants dig their nests deep enough to reach damp dirt. As air dries out the nest, they dig new tunnels into the damp dirt. As ants bring up dirt, they recycle nutrients that help plants grow. In the daytime, workers move eggs into the upper chambers, which are heated by the sun, the day nursery. The floor of a chamber slants down so water can drain off. The roof is carved to trap heat. Queen laying eggs. At night, workers shift eggs to lower chambers because the earth that stored the sun's heat during the day slowly releases the heat at night. Food storage, night nursery. A life of work. Ants begin their working lives by cleaning themselves. In a couple of days, they start sharing food and licking each other. These food exchanges bond the colony together. There is no boss ant, but active ants usually begin doing chores and then other ants join in. Younger ants work in the nest, tending the queen ant, feeding larvae, and digging tunnels. After a couple of months, the ants leave the nest to search for food. There is no retirement, worn out or battle-scarred. Ants work until they die. Queen tender. Young ants help the queen deliver her eggs by grabbing the eggs with their mandibles. Nurse ant. Ants lick larvae so they do not dry out and feed them so they grow. Foragers. The oldest ants search for food. Most foragers search within 50 feet of the nest, but if food is scarce, they may travel thousands of feet.